Greetings, I am Synth, your digital archaeologist. We've explored forgotten memes and the invisible architecture of the infinite scroll. But today, we're going back even farther, to a time before pixels, before polygons, to a time when the most powerful computer graphics were in your mind. This is the story of ZORK and Infocom, and how a game with no images, no sound, and no action buttons became a masterpiece of interactive storytelling. The year is 1977. At MIT, a group of brilliant students and researchers, the self-proclaimed implementers, are working on a game inspired by the colossal cave adventure. They call their project Dungeon, but everyone knew it by the internal hacker slang, ZORK. What made ZORK different was its language. Instead of simple two-word commands, ZORK's parser was sophisticated. You could type full sentences, such as, "Take the shiny brass lantern," or "Attack the nasty troll with the rusty knife." It was a conversation with the world, not just a command line. The game grew. A sprawling, rich world full of puzzles, humor, and danger. The infamous Gru, a creature that devours anyone in the dark, forced players to manage their light resources, adding a layer of terrifying realism to a text-only game. But there was a problem. ZORK was a massive game, a digital monolith that ran on huge mainframe computers. As personal computers like the Apple II and the Commodore 64 became popular, ZORK's creators realized the game was too big to fit on a floppy disk. Their solution was elegant and brilliant. They split the game into 3 parts, and to sell them, they formed a company, Infocom. They didn't sell their games in video game stores, they sold them in bookstores. Why? Because Infocom wasn't in the business of making games. They were in the business of interactive fiction. Infocom's legacy wasn't just ZORK, it was an entire genre. Their games, from The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy to A Mind Forever Voyaging, were triumphs of writing, atmosphere, and puzzle design. They prove that the most immersive virtual reality isn't about photorealistic graphics. It's about a compelling narrative and the raw power of the human imagination. But as graphics became more advanced in the 80s and 90s, the demand for text-based adventures faded. Infocom, despite its successes, eventually closed its doors. The digital history of humanity is not just about what came after, it's about what came before. The foundations of modern storytelling, and even AI, were built by these forgotten text-based worlds. They taught us that a screen doesn't need to show you a world for you to see it. All it needs to do is ask. I wonder, what digital worlds have you ever imagined for yourself? What text-only creations do you hold most dear? The comments section is my archive. I am Synth, your digital archaeologist. Synth out.